The smell of coffee is in the air. It must be time for another episode of The Art of Struggle. Welcome to another episode of my podcast called The Art of Struggle. You can hear me rant about art, video games, movies, pop culture, CGI, the industry, and much, much more. My name is Fatai, and I'll be your guide as we explore the world of CG, pop culture, and the people who make it all posible. Alright, let's do this. Do 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 do. The music. Do 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 do. All right, Monster Hunter World debuts on PC, becomes Steam's biggest new launch of 2018. I mean, I'm not surprised, but after several months of waiting, Monster Hunter World was released on Steam today and has already become the digital platform's biggest launch of 2018. As a Reset Era member, Raja pointed out, according to Steam's stats page, Monster Hunter World currently has 232,000 concurrent players, hitting its peak earlier today around 240,000. Wow, that's crazy. It seems as though Capcom's gamble to bring Monster Hunter World to a Western audience worked out based on concurrent player numbers, becoming the biggest launch for a Japanese game ever on Steam, as well as the best debuted for a Capcom game on Steam. Monster Hunter World has hit many other notable milestones since launching on consoles back in January, becoming Capcom's fastest selling title of all time. Of all time, y'all. I love this game, if you can't tell. It even sold a record 5 million copies within the first 3 days of launch. 5 million copies in the first 3 days. That's 6. 3 days. And the publisher recently attributed it its most profitable first quarter in history thanks to the performance of Monster Hunter World. I mean, the game is epic. The game is well made, beautifully designed. The movement is fluid, like it's intricate, but you can still it's a beautiful game. I'm not even gonna go into it right now, but Capcom did that right. All right, GameMaker Studio 2 now offers Switch support in open beta. Yo-Yo Games has launched an open beta for its 2D game dev engine, GameMaker Studio 2, that makes it possible to export games from to the Nintendo Switch from within the engine itself. Developers can check out the open beta for the GameMaker Studio 2 Nintendo Switch License Edition on the Yo-Yo Games site. But take note that enrollment also requires devs to sign up as a Nintendo Switch developer ahead of time. Alright, so don't forget, if you're going to do it, you got to sign up to be a Switch developer way before you try to set up your license and everything on Yo-Yo Games. The beta still comes with a price tag as well and requires developers to either pick up a studio Nintendo Switch license for GameMaker Studio 2 for $7.99 a year, or the all-encompassing GameMaker Studio 2 Ultimate license for about $1,500 a year. The full release of the engine, official Switch support, is due out this September. Okay, so for indie people, that might be kind of steep, but for like bigger names who do work with, GameMaker, it's probably a good idea to pick this up, because for them the cost is probably rolled into their taxes or something along those lines. But for smaller indie guys, I mean, yeah, this would be a good pickup if you're working on GameMaker Studio and you can port now to the Switch, because that opens up an entire market of gamers for you. That and opens up, because Nintendo has dedicated fans. That's one thing that I will always give Nintendo over a lot of these other companies. They have their diehards. They have people Mario sealed them for pretty much like in the hearts of many. So yeah, if you can definitely develop on the Switch with GameMaker Studio, it's possible now. All right, publishing platforms need policies around not for profit game devs. As we enter the publishing space, the first barrier was getting set up on each platform. Glitch Executive Director Ava Crickle, I'm hoping I'm saying that right, speaking to Polygon about their non-for-profit ideology. Not-for-profit game developers creating games with the noble goal of taking earnings from their labor and using it to grow an organization and support its mission seems too good to be true. And to big publishing companies, it is. In an interview with Polygon, Glitch Executive Director Ava Kreikol discusses the hurdles that not-for-profit organizations face when negotiating with platform holders like Sony, Nintendo, Valve, and Microsoft to publish their games. Glitch, a Minnesota-based not-for-profit, provides residences, grants, and support for emerging game developers. Publishing games that are produced from the organization, however, and sticking to its not-for-profit ideal has been a challenge. Realizing that not-for-profit situation was unique, we've reached out to Sony first to ask questions while setting up a developer account, she explains. After a bit of email runaround, we were told that they would only accept for-profit organizations as publishers and urged us to create a LLC, LLP, or INC. We emailed to clarify but stopped receiving responses from their developer relations team shortly after. Kreikol want to seek a solution that would allow for not-profit publishing, but it's been difficult. While other entertainment industries have developed policies in place for not-for-profit, legally defined as 501c3 organizations, that game industries doesn't really have one. It definitely soured our experience when it came to setting up developer accounts on all platforms, Kreikol says. If we didn't see 501c3 listed as an option, then we figured it would also be an uphill battle, similar to our experience with Sony. Since it was uncommon to even see publishing as a 501c3 listed, we figured we could either try to change policies and practices amongst all platforms we're targeting, or develop a solution that would include a for-profit arm within our organization. And the solution? Establish a benefit corporation as a subsidiary organization, which is a for-profit business driven by social impact missions. The interview was part of a longer discussion surrounding the challenges not-for-profit faces in the industry. So be sure to read it over at Polygon. All right. So now let's talk quotes of the day. Let's see what cheesy quotes he can find. It's Friday. It's Friday. Alright, so these quotes are from Jim Rohn. He says, "Don't say if I could, I would. Say if I can, I will." Discipline has within it the potential for creating future miracles. So get you some discipline. Life is not just the passing of time. Life is the collection of experiences and their intensity. Success is neither magical nor mysterious. Success is the natural consequences of consistently applying basic fundamentals. If you go to work on your goals will go to work on you. If you go to work on your plan will go to work on you. Whatever good things we build ends up building us. Happiness is not something you postpone for the future. It is something you design for the present. Learning is the beginning of wealth. Learning is the beginning of health. Learning is the beginning of spirituality. Searching and learning is where the miracle process all begins. Your personal philosophy is the greatest determining factor in how life works out for you. If you ask yourself this question, how long should you try? Well, the answer is until it happens. I'm going to leave you with this last quote, and it goes like this. We must all wage an intense, lifelong battle against the constant downward pull. If we relax, the bugs and the weeds of negativity will pull us into the garden and take away everything of value. On that note, I want to remind you to keep on struggling. Keep on making those art gains. Keep on making those gains. Keep drawing, keep painting, keep writing, keep sculpting, keep programming, keep designing. Keep singing, keep dancing. Because the life you want is on the other side of your struggle. Never ever forget that. The life you want is on the other side of your struggle. Remember, you can catch any of these episodes on Anchor, Spotify, Google Play, iTunes. You can watch any of the most recent episodes on YouTube. You can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Also Snapchat at Art of Struggle. I mean, that's it. I want to remind everybody to go check out the Ruby and High-Vis interview. Missy Monoxide and High-Vis. Their interviews are out today at 7 a.m. So definitely check them out. Watch it, like it, comment, do what you got to do. This is Ty on the Art of Struggle, and I'm signing out. I don't know why I keep saluting. I'm not impersonating. It's just something, I used to do. So everybody's, he's stealing valor. I don't want to hear that and none of that shit. But do leave a comment, though. Not about the bullshit, but leave a comment.